Hi guys, so the Trump administration is trying to sell two competing narratives at the moment. One is, we're planning to ban universities from admitting foreign students based on their political beliefs, and that doing so will have no impact on the university's ability to do research. But you can't have it both ways. You remember when the Tories said that they would fix the social care staffing problem, but at the same time punish foreigners who wanted to move to Britain to work in that sector if they tried to bring their families with them. However, JD Vance, the Vice President, gave a pretty bizarre example here to back up his claim that there would not be a brain drain if the US continues with its anti-foreigner policy.
But I make a couple points about this. First of all, I've heard a lot of the criticisms, the fear that we're going to have a brain drain. If you go back to the 50s and 60s, the American space program, the program that was the first to put a human being on the surface of the moon, was built by American citizens, some German and Jewish scientists who had come over during World War II, but mostly by American citizens who had built an incredible space program with American talent. This idea that American citizens don't have the talent to do great things, you have to import a foreign class of servants and professors to do these things. I just reject that. I actually think we invest in our own people, we can do a lot of good. You've heard that criticism in particular as the president has talked about cracking down on foreign student visas and their abuses, but I think that's actually an opportunity for American citizens to really flourish. And here's the second.
What the hell? Okay, what I'm talking about, this is so ridiculous. Operation Paperclip, which he's referring to here. So let me go down here, raise the main point here. It says, the operation, characterized by the recruitment of German specialists and their families, relocated more than 1,600 experts to the US. It has been valued at $10 billion in patents and industrial processes and included notable figures such as Von Braun, the leading rocket scientist. Operation Paperclip relocated people who were scientists in Nazi Germany. And this guy is saying, you know, we don't want to bring people in because we might disagree with their politics. So the United States had no problem bringing in ex-Nazis to work in the rocket program, but JD Vance is like, we don't want to bring people in because we don't agree with their politics. And we're not talking about people who were part of a regime that killed millions. Okay, we're talking about students, foreign students who want to work, who want to study in the United States. JD Vance and Donald Trump are against this. It's ridiculous. Now, this, of course, is going to have a brain drain effect because you're actively telling people, we don't want you to come here if we disagree with your politics. You could be deported, you could be sent to a gulag in another country. So if you're considering moving to the US to study, you will, of course, reconsider that. Even if you agree with JD Vance's politics, you may have said something in the past that he doesn't like. You may have criticized Donald Trump in the wrong way. You may have engaged in wrongthink. And that could see you deported. And when it comes to studying in the United States, it's extremely expensive. And there's a lot of bureaucratic loops that you have to jump through in order to get there. So is somebody going to say, well, maybe I should go somewhere else. Maybe I should go and study in Europe. Maybe I should study in the UK. Maybe I should study in China, where I'm not going to be treated in the same way. You can't say, we don't want people coming in because we disagree with their politics, and then at the same time say, this will have no impact on research. It will, of course. It's going to hamstring the United States. This is not just damaging now. This is going to have a long-term impact on the US economy, on US research and development. There are areas that will be probably okay, like AI, but other areas that need investment, need the greatest minds in the world working on these projects. Well, the United States is telling them, we don't want you to come in unless you agree with Donald Trump. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.